Today I'm going to prepare some rice using basmati rice, I mean the Indian basmati rice. What I'm going to show you is that how to prepare this steamed rice in the better way, because I had come across so many people making basmati rice, but it's either too mushy or too dry. Sometimes it's overcooked or sometimes it is undercooked. I was using basmati rice for quite a while. One reason is that it is easy to cook, and when you wanted a little bit of rice, so this is one of the best rice you could use, and the taste and the smell, everything is good about basmati rice. So I'm going to show you how to cook basmati rice today, and you need to have a good basmati rice for that matter. I mean, there are so many brands available in the market. I was using one brand called Tilda all along, but of late I don't know what is the reason, but it is out of the shelf. So now now I started using something called Indus Valley. Very good rice, and you get a couple of varieties named like something like gold and blah 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 blah, and this one especially is a long grain rice, so it's a little extra lengthy, so which gives you very good texture to your rice and very good to see at least. Of course it tastes so good, so I am using Indus Valley. There is something like India Gate, Tilda, there are many brands. Doesn't matter, because the cooking method is the same for all kind of brands. It doesn't matter what brand you use, so you could try whatever you like. I really suggest this rice because it tastes so good, and then it is a very long rice, so it's very good. Indus Valley, this is what I use. So I have 1 cup of rice here. You can see it is exactly measured as 1 cup, and salt, a little bit of it. It can be cooked without salt too, so I normally don't put salt, but I'm going to show you in case if you like a little bit of salt. Never ever overdo that one. A pinch of salt is more than enough, and a half teaspoon of oil, that is required, and obviously water. So I'm going to show you how to cook this, and the technique or the key factor in rice is to have a good vessel which is having a flat bottom. Better if it is a thick or heavy flat base. So, and also you should be very careful to have something which is having a lid which is perfectly closed. Here you can see it is tight on the edges. There is no gap here. To have something which is, I mean, you could use any vessel with, for that matter, having a good heavy base. So I'm going to use this one, and you need to have a good lid also. So I'm going to heat the pan. The beauty of this cooking is basically that it will be over in fixed time. So it takes 5 plus 10 plus 10. That counts to 25 minutes. So in exact 25 minutes, your rice will be perfect. Having that same time all the time, I mean, it doesn't matter, I mean, how much of quantity you cook. So the advantage of having this one is that if you have friends home and you're almost ready to serve food, you can even start preparing this rice 25 minutes before or half an hour before, so you can serve steamed hot rice straight from. It's a very simple process to cook. And also the advantage of this kind of cooking is that the first 5 minutes is where you have to give some attention, but after that you could very much use the next 20 minutes for anything else. Usually, I mean, if you are cooking, probably you may be preparing another dish alongside, so you can concentrate on that. I mean, you can have multitasking while the rice is getting cooked, so hardly any attention is required in this type of preparation, and it always come out to be very nice fluffy rice. So I will show you how to do it, and I just switch on the flame, and then, you don't need to wait for this to be hot or anything like that. Just switch on the flame and then add half teaspoon of oil, very little, and put this rice straight into it, and then add a pinch of salt. I'm going to add maybe half teaspoon of salt, very little. You don't need salt, in fact, and then stir it thoroughly. Just need to be. You have to make sure that the oil is covered, all the grains. That's it. Now I'm going to pour exactly 2 cups of water. It's a double the amount of the rice. This is second cup. Just add the water. Stir it once more. That's it. Now you can see that I just add a little bit of oil in the first place. Then immediately after that I put the rice into it, and pinch of salt goes into that, and then you mix it very well so that the oil get coated on each of those grains. Then I add exactly double the volume of the rice what I put. So I have 1 cup of rice which I put, so 2 cups of water gone into this. Then you stir it again, and then immediately after that you put the lid onto it. Now the technique is, the moment, I mean, you can see that I just put the lid on. Now you have to wait for 5 minutes. Exact 5 minutes you have to wait. Or if you see that the lid start making noise, that means the steam started coming in. That is the indication. If within this 5 minutes, I mean, you have to do something more, then you could put a timer or something, or you watch the clock and then you can come back, or you wait for that 5 minutes, because anyway, I mean, that is the only time you have to spend on this one. So you wait for 5 minutes and make sure that it started giving that sound. So we have to wait for 5 minutes. Okay, so the idea is that after 5 minutes, what you need to do is basically put the flame onto the simmering point. I mean, this will go the simmering. Whatever is available in your stove, I mean, go to the lowest point, and in that mode you have to keep this for 10 minutes. So that is the whole process. So 5 minutes on high flame till that steam start coming in, or the sound of that lid, or 5 minutes, whichever comes first. So you have to put it into the simmering point and keep it for 10 minutes. So it's 5 minutes now, so I'm going to put this into the simmering mode. So I put the flame into the lowest point, and now we are going to leave this for 10 minutes. So anyway, I'm going out for 10 minutes. This is a small gadget. which is very handy in such a cases. I mean, if you are moving away from kitchen, I'm not doing anything else apart from this. I have a little bit of pickle and curd in stock, so I'm going to use the steamed rice along with that. So I have no curry I'm going to prepare today. So what I can do is I can go and listen to music or something like that. So what I'm going to do is that I have this little gadget which I found somewhere in the supermarket before. So I'm going to set this for 10 minutes. So now it starts ticking now. So I'm going to keep this over here, and we'll be back when we get the whistle. Okay, so now it's 10 minutes exactly. So what we need to do at this point of time is when it reaches 10 minutes, you switch off the flame completely. Now the flame is off, and we need to leave this for another 10 minutes. You might have noticed that I haven't opened this lid at all. So that is the technique basically. So throughout this cooking process, I mean the first 5 minutes and the simmering period of another 10 minutes and the resting period of 10 minutes, you never going to open that lid. So it has to be open only at the end of the 25 minutes. So I'm going to leave this for another 10 minutes, and we will be back. Okay, I'm back after 10 minutes. Now we will open the lid and see what happens. So this is exactly 10 minutes after we switched off the flame. So I'm going to open this lid, and this is the only time we are opening the lid after closing it for the first time. So now you can see here. So I'm going to just mix it. So you can see here. It's dried, perfectly cooked. Rice is ready here. So you basically don't do anything. I mean, in just 25 minutes, the rice is perfectly okay. All what you have to do is you can serve hot if you want. I'll show you the rice, how it looks. Let's have a look at this rice. You can see each of the rice, each of the grain is available, like it's a long, see that? It's a long rice. You can see here. It tastes so good. So it's perfectly cooked. Okay, I hope you guys will like this, and if you try and then you enjoy this, please post your comments and suggestions on my YouTube video as well as the Facebook video. Thank you and good night. Merry Christmas.